Hello, I'm back once again, and this time it is Friday, which means Stormworks. And once again, I'm starting to run out of things to do. I mean, of course, we have the massive project, massive boat, but yeah, starting to lose a little bit of motivation, only slightly. Yeah, so let's create a land vehicle that's either very massive or just a truck, because why not? Let's see what we can do. Might have also been a little bit inspired by a video I recently watched. Captain Eagle, the storm works right now, but it often does not work right now. That's what it's called storm works, but sometimes the storm does not work. That's generally when I try to apply too much logic. Then the storm definitely doesn't work anymore. But as I said, I've gotten inspired by watching a recent video about one of the massive snow machines. And not really, but I got inspired by one of the massive land vehicles the US Army had back in the day to traverse basically any terrain ever. So I thought, why not try some of that? And I also, first, before we start that, uploading this thing to the workshop. This one is way too funny still. Just put in 17. You're not hearing anything because of the helmet. Now you're hearing something. Actually, that's the backlights now. Lift off. Becomes unstable and then becomes stable again. But this thing does not have a control surface at all. Oh, no. Don't roll over. I want to aim for that fort. Which means pitching down a lot. This thing is a delayed reaction, often. Which means there's a little bit of... Come on, can I just hit it? I just want to slam into it. There we go. Can I land it? Kinda. Open it? Oh, that was to the inside, of course. That was a good shot, at least. It's a fun little thing to fly around. But I still have to display name, engine, RPS, max 17. I say maximum 17 is allowed because otherwise you'll just flip. Which means it's gonna put a 20. Yeah. I just realized something. Port. I'm gonna need a port. I'm gonna do it in this color though, because it's gonna be in the... I They didn't give it a way to refuel. Yet. All I need is a hose, bit on the top, a port, bit on... Oh, come on. Let's move it one forward. There we go. Now we have something. Now we have ability to refuel. Yeah, there's the ability to also leak out a bit, but we don't care. Yeah, man. Right, we've done that. Now what else do we need to do? You're basically getting sucked in by a jet engine. Which is fun. Making this thing is a lot of fun. I just had the idea, like, can you make a small jet without wings or control surfaces, just powered by a rocket? Or jet engine in this case. Because if I do this, if I just aim up, it does kind of do this first. It has stabilizes, it launches itself. And then it's all manual controls from here on out. You really have to keep an eye on your destination. See, that's where I crashed. Let me quickly clean oil spills. The only problem is this thing and landing. Like, let's say I start turning right now. And I start heading back. I have to be pretty precise here. I have to come in very low. And I set you to... Oh yeah, I forgot it does... Oh boy, I forgot it does that every single time. It really, really likes to, like, kick its ass up when you even think about slowing down. So when I, let's say I do like 10, I say do it, it throws you into the ocean. Every single time. It throws you into the ocean. Or on land. Yeah, visibility isn't the best, but hey, I mean, I can actually check the top speed of this. 17, how many meters per second can this thing go? Because once I check that, then I will see it. I'll see if I can upload this to the workshop. Not my finest moment. Like, let's see what top speed it has. No. Actually, there we go. I can have one more funny moment, and then I'm gonna have to do a load of editing to create a compilation for on YouTube. And we're doing 120 meters per second. What is this? 120. I mean, we're doing a lot of speed. Our dropping, that's gaining, altitude is gaining. I think you should kind of fly this basically straight up without losing all that much speed. Like, we're not really stalling here, we're just... like, we are going up. Have we lost... We are gaining speed again. What is this? Like, we're 6 kilometers in the air. I don't have the space DLC, but this could work great in space. Right, and now we turn her off and see if we can actually keep it under control. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, man, keep it calm. Keep it calm and try pitching it downward, I guess. We're going downward. Yeah, we are. In all the wrong ways. We are not oriented correctly at all. Roll to stabilize, and there we are. Now we have visible land. As I said, doing that. Can I run? Yep. Yeah. No, roll again, roll, pitch down, stabilize. Sometimes you just have to stabilize this thing. Otherwise it doesn't do what it's... Why are you being this uncontrollable, you little shit? Why are you not doing what I tell you to do? Does not do what I want it to do. I want it to stay stable and yaw. But every time I do that, it just wants to flip. Yeah, aim it down. Aim it in a roll. Come on. No, don't touch the water. Nope, nope. We've touched the water. Yeah. Yeah, it's still a mess. But I don't know what I can improve upon anymore. So let's save it and start working on a massive overland vehicle. Because why not make a massive overland vehicle? It's the largest wheel we have. That is quite large. Sus. I feel like this will tip the wrong way. Yeah, it will tip up. Why spawn it that way though? Or just orientated like that. That needs to be out a little bit more. For a wheel from 9x9. Wait, what if I put it like this? I think I could do something with this. I want to test something out real quick. Just a quick and dirty system. Just to test it out real quick. Yep. What? It's floating now? So that's how you can camber the rear wheels. I'm gonna give this thing so much suspension and travel that it'll basically be able to, if it has torque, make it up the terrain. There we go. And then I'm just going to see how long this one is actually. This is 37 divided by 2. Let's grab my phone calculator for that because I'm too lazy. 18.5, that means 18 blocks from each side. 18, and this should mean 18 as well. Yep. Pivot. Ooh. Make it away with doing things like this. You merge there, you merge there. Oh, yeah. I forgot these are unpowered. Yep. Just a pivot like this, so I can easily just do this. Tell them to merge those. And does it still collapse? Yes, if I put a battery in there. Will it now remain stable? Well, this is 0. Why does it collapse if it has power? Wait, is infinite electricity on? Let's see. Electric? No, it isn't. Hmm. Yeah, of course, I could just 2 pivots. See if that does anything. Still collapse. Grab a battery. I guess I'm not giving it a constant input. I'm forcing it to 0. It still collapses. What is bullshit? So I'm gonna open, go in here just in case. Double check things. Don't know what I've been playing sound wise, but I just press spacebar. So we'll see if copyright exists. There we go. What if we give it a 1? Now it should. Why? Pivot, why? My gravitational target is 1. Oh, wait. Yeah. -1. Should make it point upwards. Emphasis on should. See, it says that it's supposed to be at -1. The storm doesn't work. That's not a lot of weight, is it? Those wheels don't weigh too much, right? 80. 160 plus 10 plus a bunch of blocks. Yeah. Or do I have to actually... actually have to use these? Or I just make it a rigid structure, because why not? Or at least skip this bit, even though it is... not equal at all. Now it is. Right now it can pivot around itself. Kinda. For a very short bit. Should probably remove these. Engine will be a massive diesel. Should probably lengthen the frame a bit. This would be the living area where you'll just be driving and working from. And back Wait, how long is this? 28. All right. How long is this? 29. No. We do not. We make it one shorter. And technically we don't want to use this system, but a simple power pivot. It might be smart to make it go down. And up again. Struggle with the positioning of this. Definitely know the engine's going to be turned around. There we go. Now we can add a gearbox. Yeah, there we go. Bit tired. Did a lot of math today at school. Alright, so far we have this. And I guess the steering can be done via pivot. Wait. I know this is dumb. But hear me out. The steering is done by moving the pivot anyway. So why don't we make the wheels toe in and out all the time? Just slap a massive battery here. Throttle going there. Yeah, this one is really far off the ground. So far, in fact, I'm not even capable of getting onto it. Wait, need to adapt that into 0.5. Minus 0.5. Sensitivity all the way down. On the ladder. Yeah, it clips into the battery. I think we want to put this here and then put the fuel tank here in the back. So you want cooling, right? If it's cooling you want, it's cooling you'll get. The best part is I can push the battery in one. So allows me to basically say it's gonna go over to the next one there. Right, so coolant goes out here. Basically, what if we go in here? Then from that heatsink we push it through here. And from that heatsink we're gonna push it all the way through this one. Then once it's reached that one, we're gonna go into the bottom row. I think I pretty much make this indeed symmetrical and just live with it. Then from that point onward, we're gonna go there. Oh, now we're at the bottom. Now we're gonna travel from here into here and here and here. And then back through these two. And ending it happily in this area. This is called cooling. If the engine overheats, I'm surprised. Fuel, air, exhaust can just straight up exhaust. It would be cool to make... let's see. Fluid. Yeah, fluid intake. I haven't used these in forever. I think I can only use two. And this is just the exhaust. Because the air is going to go up, then get a port slot to satisfy that. And all I need is fuel, which will just go here. Have a port, fluid port there. And this rear compartment will just be filled in. Smart about it, I get some solid pipes. Or some enclosed pipes. Angle as well. Now you have brick, which should be connected to another brick. This compartment isn't watertight anyway. Do I do that, or do I just say, fuck it, there's going to be an edge here? With, of course. Imagine seeing this just slowly crawling towards you. Why is it... Why is the wheels... Why is it... Why specifically this suspension? Why is it... having an attack at the moment? So max power, yes. Tire radius, because this is going to be a massive overland vehicle. Of course, I want all the tire radius. Boing. The rear suspension seems to suffer. Now, what if I get a liquid meter in there as well? I guess fluid spawner. This is still a massive inconsistency that I despise. How bad is it? Hold on, I have to lower this. Yeah, the suspension is suffering under all the weight. Nice. Tire pressure. What if I give it no pressure at all? That does massively decrease ride height, which I don't like. I'm gonna put it up back up to 100. Or 80% tire pressure. There we go. That's most of the tire pressure. The question is this vehicle absolutely unnecessary? Yes. Do I care though? No. Sliding. Let me just slide the sliding door in here. Yeah, there's just not enough space to walk. No, there's not enough space to walk. But there will be a hatch around here just for... No. So let's aim it down so it cuts into here. Imagine asking for a rescue and seeing this arrive. Just a lumbering beast. I just realized something. Wait. That isn't this. No, 3x3. Yeah, it's suffering at the rear, but I don't care. Alright. Now I also need to actually bring the power to the wheels. with an angle down, and no, that needs to be a T-piece. There we go, and then just clutch, a couple of clutches, and rinse and repeat the exact same thing here with the pipes. And ending with T-piece. There we go. Now that we have that, we can use the engine controller that I made a while back at this point. It uses the throttle combined with starter and the RPS of the engine, requiring nothing but I'm gonna go for... First of all, I'm not gonna put that here. You're gonna start the engine. I could put it outside here. Would be funny, but no. I'm gonna put an instrument panel right here. Is it train brake MU? Is it this little bit that does output, which is throttle in? What does this actually do? Takes input 1, makes it count up. Wait. 1 and 2, and then 3 is the actual number. So this is RPS. RPS up. Arrow button up on push. This is RPS down. Should be also an arrow button, but no, that will be on instrument 3, the RPS down. Arrow button pointing down on channel 2. This will be the dial RPS. From 0 to, well, let's say 100. Channel 3. And I guess can I put a button here? It would be the starter. I can have caps lock. Or just ignition. No, that will be the starter. Starter, push, channel 4. But this one does nothing. Does rechannel or rechannel to or just adds them together for an up and down counter. Do I add a... Wait, I can technically remove one of them. I could save this and make a engine control panel. There's now an engine control panel, which means I'm going to change one of these, which is going to be output 2. It's going to be number, no, on off. It's going to be an on off for a button, which means this one and this one can go This one can go, which means this one can go. It is not output 2. This is on, off. And this button should go to channel 4. I guess need a write for that. Yes. Need a write, and you're gonna write for me channel 4. It needs to be a read. Read on off. Output. Channel 4. Engine control panel. Of course it needs to be that. Oh, I don't mean to tap out of the game. Come on. Right. Now we should have the dial being this, but it should actually be... Well, this should be called the set RPS with a dial above to more clearly indicate which is the RPS. Also go from 0 to 100. I'm gonna call this oversized land roller. And this one will also be connected to RPS of the engine. Should have fuel, should have battery, should have everything connected. Yes. Increments of 0.05, max value of 100. I forgot I did that. Alright, now we get to see if the temperature really likes it around 20 RPS, like full. Why are we just... Why are you jittering like that? Oh, it's gonna overheat. But it might have to add a pump to the system. Also, maybe a generator somehow. A generator. Oh wait, I didn't do anything. I didn't add anything to the cooling. Well, considering it comes out there, might with the sheer amount of pipes and everything that I have, I might have to actually add a tank, small fluid tank, filled with wait, nope, separated apart by a flow valve, which will be painted gray to indicate the flow, because why? Doesn't Stomworks have logic? Now this fluid will only be suctioned out. This fresh water will be added to the system. And because I added it right in the middle, I'm gonna have to add a fluid pump without, because that's the coolant outside, right? Yeah, this coolant out. Greater than. Back to greater than, which will be on the. Not on the flow rate, no, it will be on this one, and it will be on RPS, and if the RPS goes below 4, so once this is started, it will start pumping. Hopefully reducing any height in temp. It's like nothing is connected. Oh, that might be the issue. Ooh, that might be the issue here. Well, just why is it rotating? Like, why is it doing that? Why is it just... Like, with tank tracks, I can say, alright, it's a track tension, I should make that less. Maybe it's spawning in too low? No, I don't know why it's doing that. W and S will be the clutches. A and D will be the pivot. And then I guess 1 is slamming on the brakes. Maybe driving it around will make it less bad. Oh, I remain dry. Gearbox, ratio. I want a lot of torque, not a lot of speed. This will not be a speeding vehicle. This will be a slow vehicle. Seems to have the gearbox aimed the wrong way. Never know which way to put the gearbox, but I guess away from the engine means more torque. So then with this I should be able to just... drifting! Alright. A 3-to-1 gear ratio. Should do the trick, right? It seems I'm going a lot slower now. But it still just loves to slide. Thanks, Stormworks, for making tires infinitely slippery. Just... why? I mean, all they need is a layer. Oh. Yeah, giving it power would be nice, wouldn't it? This is just going to be massive reduction in speed, massive increase in torque. We have to start the engine though. Yes, like this. I want it to run like this. I should put wedges on the corners to make it turn even tighter. Yes, so that rear suspension is not happy. Am I putting too much weight on it? Do we need to add more advanced suspension? I think I do. Yeah, it does drive. Alright, let's to begin with at these wedges. So our turning radius increases. Yeah. Then what's the problem I thought for that? Oh yeah, adding more advanced suspension. Because the rear takes the most weight out of everything. So if I just... Do I have to go out one more? Just add a single... like another suspension? Then do the exact same thing here. Because I want to have... You see, a little bit extra suspension. Though I do have to connect them. You go there. You go there. You connect to this one. There we go. That was the issue after all. And not really, but it really improved it. Alright, let's see what the engine temp is doing. Should set that to way less sensitive. The A and D should just be less sensitive. I'm just run at 13 RPMs. Alright, let's see how it deals with this type of terrain. Very stiff suspension. But because the air intake is at the top there, and the exhaust is exhausting a certain amount of pressure, I should be able to just drive through this no problem. If I didn't go in too deep. Oh no. I flooded it. And I'm floating in it. I'm just letting it sink. I feel like I want to move this entire axle forward. I just... To make it off-road a tiny bit better. And then say, what if we grab 65%? Just to make it sag a bit more. Let's make it a little more flexible. Only one way to find out. Alright, how bad is it going to be? I see a whole lot of compression. And I'm drifting now. Right off the throttle. On the throttle. I don't think it does anything. But it just has a lot more suspension now. There we go. Put you back to there and you back to there. You back there. Or I add an extra set of wheels to the back. Which might be a smart idea. Luckily there are no pipes in the floor for me to fuck with. Now around there. And around there. Two sets of suspension. All I need is a singular T-piece now. There we go. Really solve the entire glitching problem. Just add another set of wheels. You know, it does have the torque to do it. You put a catalytic converter in here. No, so I don't just see a massive smoke emitting lumbering beast just slowly crawl towards you. Alright, I am going to recheck that actually. Oh, come on. Let's say I just let all the max power go out of Does it just... Alright, so it does do that. It is that. Alright. 40%. 40%. Let's do... It did bounce. I'm gonna test it. I like how quickly you can fire this one up. Like, in an instant, you can just go, boom, done. Right, here comes the ultimate test. Oh, it does do what it's supposed to do, and then comes... the back comes in. So if I just lean on it with the front... Kind of likes to compress a little bit. It is coming along. All I have to do now is... Oh boy. Oh boy. I did this to myself, didn't I? I have to save myself some work. Why don't I remove this? And also remove these. That saves me from doing two more, and probably does introduce some of those vibrations back. But might also remove it completely because I'm not, you know... It's doing it a little bit, but minor enough that I can ignore it. Let's see. If we now hit uneven terrain with one side of the vehicle, what will it do? Is my next question. The front will budge, then it will all budge, and it will kind of allow it. It's still a little bit hard, but I mean, it is not that bad. Again, this is just a matter of can it keep itself upright while dealing with more of the bumps, because I feel like there is a sweet spot in between this. 40 is a little bit too much. It doesn't flex like I want it to. 1 is too weak, as is predictable. This still keeps itself up, but it's like a 30. This thing would be perfect for in the Arctic. As soon as I add heaters as well. If we hit this bump, suspension really starts to comply. Suspension seems to be compliant so far. Still a little bit tough on the back. Like, I feel like the front is fine. Like, the front can flex, it's just the rear that needs to flex a bit more. It's probably because there are 8 of them instead of 4. So what if I just say 25? Rears. 5 on the rear. I have to make it a little bit more acceptable. Whee. Alright, let's do suspension check yet again. Yeah, the front is compliant, but the rear just doesn't want to go. Which causes the front to tip up while the rear stays on the ground. I can only do more testing. Does it jump around as much as it used to, and does it still overheat like it used to? That is my question. Because I added water, among other things. It's mainly a bit of flat area. I want to go there. Also, I do need to add weight to the front, like a lot of it. It has to sink. That's what it has to do. There we go. Probably should put dials up there. And maybe catalytic converters. Alright, we're dealing with light bumps. I do see the rear suspension being bouncy, but this will be a good test. This will be a good test as well. Can it... Shit. Shut the door. Oh yeah, it can just push through this no problem. Like water, that's nothing. Wait, is that an island? Yes, and I'm definitely not capable enough. It would require me to make the rear part float. And I ain't doing that. What I am doing is seeing how deep this is. And with this machine, I really seem to underestimate its ability to just move through water. I mean, of course, eventually the front starts to lift up. That's no secret. If I go too deep, the front starts to lift off. And all that good stuff. Basically, as soon as it reaches the window... I haven't overheated yet, though. Surprising. Alright, let's see what the engine temperature is doing. 50. Let's run it with a little bit more speed. We're not on fire yet, so I see it as a big win. Bunch of Twitch notifications, and every time I stream as well, I get a notification that says Mobile Dashboard Manager. Instead of doing it on my PC, I do it on another device. Temperature 61. I think... yeah, it's still maxed out, but what if I give it the beans? Like the ultimate beans. It struggles to get over 80. Which is hilarious, because that means that... screw it. We're gonna do that. And then the same thing with this, gonna go down to 20 on all of them. Just to make sure. No, just to make sure that everything is as it's supposed to be. After this, I'm gonna have to do a suspension test again. But at least I can now push it all the way up to here, which charges the battery faster. E. It doesn't really bounce anymore. Doesn't seem to lift off at the front anymore. We do seem to be sliding, following the terrain. Straight into the water. I guess so. We flooded. That's gonna flood this area until I'm underwater. Can I lose enough buoyancy to start sinking before I start drowning? Immediately I start swimming. Starting to go slowly under. And it's at this moment that I realize there is still air. Alright, I'm at the bottom. Not that I can do anything about it, but I'm at the bottom. Alright, let's just... add weight blocks instead of a floor. Now it should stay down. Still decent pace. And just putting all those weight blocks in there actually make a difference. Less. I do not have a reverse yet. Fine, now let some water in. Right. All I need to touch the ground. Nope. It was not done yet. Maybe it is now. It is. And we're very full of water. More weight blocks. Just more. This will be a logic wall as well. Now, what do I want to add? Coming in here. I guess could be a little control station with a radio on top. Of course, a huge radio antenna because you need to be able to reach things far away. And what else do we have communication-wise? I guess I should look at sensors. Definitely a temperature probe. Wind sensor. Transponder locator. Tilt sensor, not... Could be funny, but nah. Doesn't really need that. Humidity sensor can be added. Astronomy sensor requires space DLC. Ah. Radar detector rain sensor is what I need as well. And I feel like a solar cell. Just 5 by 5. Just 25 times 250, so these ones are actually lighter. Symmetry mode. Solar cells. Nice. This also adds a load of weight to it. Spotlights. But I do kind of have to change this around a little bit because it looks weird. This looks already a lot sturdier. Like the back can pretty much remain the same. Maybe adding this a little bit up here. Replace it with a solid, or at least don't tap out of the game again. There we go. Add a lot of weight, which means that, over here is going to be a thing with a seat. A normal passenger seat, which will sit in the middle. Roughly, let's just... I'm afraid I made it 10. Let's just make it 11 then. 6. There we go. Bunch of dials, probably a monitor, radio transmitter, and all that stuff will be added. Meantime, we can remove this. I know this is technically weight savings, but I'm going to put it as more control over my vehicle. Please make it more agile. Although I cannot do it here. Speaking of, grab the seat, A and D, 9%. Oh, now it's really aiming down. Now the question is, does she float? I hope not. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I float. Although barely. Oh, no. Stabilize. No. The engine went under again. That's how much water it takes this time. She didn't take that much. Sink myself down to the bottom. Yep. I think I'm there already. I think I'm already on the floor. Yeah. Anyone vehicle damage turned on. Say map, vehicle. Just have to make this look a little bit more sturdy. There we go, looks way better already. There we go. Instrument panel. I guess this should be enough. Wait. Because this is gonna go off-road, we do need an artificial horizon here. Oh yeah, I forgot. What is... Why not put a massive horn on the thing? And then finally add that catalytic converter where you don't have any space for. So you make the space. Cat. No precious metals in those in real life. That's why you have to protect it at all costs. Or drive a car that's old enough so that it doesn't have one, although the environment won't like you. It doesn't take away any capacity on the inside. It's still square, but right here it isn't. And this... making it look more pod-like. So you have the pod here, you have this square thing here. And we'll see what happens. We're gonna turn this one, we're gonna use flip switches. Flip switch. Flip switch. Fun. Yes. What should this top switch be? I guess horn. No, that needs to be a push button. Yeah. That's a good question. What do I use this for? I guess spotlights. I guess this can be interior lights on channel 2. Dashboard. Lights. For if you can possibly see paradise by those. And I guess it's gonna be the handbrake. Just a variable brake. It's gonna be doing that. Because of course you have to be able to keep the handbrake on. Because then you can make one your brake and have it on push. Steering, clutch. Four buttons is a bit of logic that I can put on the wall. The wall of logic. Alright, channel 4 will go to a compact. No, it doesn't have to. I can make a custom one that channel 4 goes to a switch box, numerical switch box, and switches it. Apparently I cannot do that because it's switched. No, I cannot do that. It's a shame I can't do that. I have to use it here. I'll have to use it here. That is annoying because variable break. Oh wait, I don't have to. Of course, I don't have to. I just have to find channel 4 and turn it into a number. Then it won't connect anymore. But hear me out. Switch box. And then a property number for the on value with a value of 1. This is how you save space. Just make a custom microcontroller for everything. Don't care what. Channel 2 is interior light switch. I guess backlight, backlight. 3 dashboard lights. And all of this requires power from the battery. But did I connect the composite? Now I did. I sometimes have that problem where I don't connect it and then think, why isn't it working? Why are we... Oh, the front is not happy. Yep, that works. My rear suspension might be way too soft now. Or my front, I mean. It doesn't have to be. It's not that soft, it's the rears that are still very stiff and the front's now very soft. Probably could use with an increase. Some modes at max travel. Have a snack. Which has chocolate, so I'm happy. But it still shouldn't float anymore with some small amounts of weight that I've added. Oh, she's a struggling up the hill. Yeah, deep water. Just force it. I am. Wait, if I go off the throttle, does it? And I'm emitting more, yeah. You should have less ladder here, actually. Some high centering on it. That is not good. Also, in case you cannot tell, I am tired. Done an entire day with calculations. Bending, to be precise. Even though it is quite easy, it's a lot of work. Just look at the suspension. Maybe not turn the handbrake on. Alright, let's make it nighttime. Yeah. The white light. No, it's symmetry mode. God damn it. There we go. And that's way better. And of course, maybe take the suspension off of 30 and make it 35. And what I'm gonna do at this point is this, because you guessed it, I'm gonna end this soon. And that is because I'm getting tired, and yeah, it's almost 10. Usually I stream for 2 hours. I like to keep that consistency at least. Yeah. Did some things today. At least got to do some new things. Started on time for once. Yay. And yeah, if you like what you saw, make sure to either like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I don't really care. Well, I do care, but if you don't, that's up to you. I'm not going to be begging for viewers, subscribers, and all that stuff. Just a mention. And this is going on YouTube as a VOD, so hello YouTube and goodbye soon YouTube. Pretty soon there will also be a compilation of funny moments spanning over 2 months, what I've collected. That will be fun. You guys see my editing skills. But with all that said, next stream will be Wednesday. Probably be Satisfactory because I'm kind of addicted to that game at this point. It is too much fun to just expand a factory, make everything work perfectly. A lot of fun. Yeah. With all that said, don't forget to join the Discord. You can find it everywhere, or !Discord, or the YouTube channel. which you can find !YouTube or everywhere as well. Have a very pleasant week and weekend.